Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this special presentation of boys high school hockey as the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers host the Franklin Panthers.
The PA's working tonight, Paul. It wasn't the other night.
At the New England Sports Village. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Dave Angel will be on our camera. Peter Bray running the graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. And is the music loud enough for you? Wow. Kevin.
Yes,
Franklin
Paul.
is absolutely loaded. They are 8-1 overall this season. Their only loss was to King Philip. The first time the Warriors have beaten the Panthers Dana Holsky, the freshman, Colin Flynn, and Jake Ward. The second defensive pairing will be Colin Flynn and Troy Plew.
No, Zach Pierce is on the.
Oh, there it is. I'm sorry, Zach Pierce. That's
Yep.
right. Colin Flynn's a forward. I mentioned him twice. He can't play two positions at the same time, Kevin.
Well, they
talented,
tried, but
yeah, talented, but not that talented.
Well, that's one of Greg's keys to the game is to play your position,
Right.
not to play two positions at once.
Let's bring our TV side of the audience into this. Hello and welcome to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Dave Angel is running our camera, and at center ice, Peter Bray on the graphics, and Jim Jones, the engineer in charge, as we get ready for this game between the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers and the dynamite Franklin Panthers. Franklin is 8-1 on their season. The only loss to King Philip. They had beaten King Philip, I believe, 5-1, and then lost the rematch 5-4. First time they've lost to the Warriors in over 20 years. And the Franklin coach, Anthony Sarno, boy, oh boy, they had a schedule packed to play high school hockey powers all over the state. And, of course, because of COVID, just the 10-game Kelly Rec schedule.
Right, and they're hoping for some other games maybe to be added to the schedule, maybe a Hawk playoff
Yep.
as well. They are ranked number 17 in the state of Massachusetts. So real good program, and they got some good youth coming up through the program as well.
57 goals for, just 14 against. The Bombardiers have had a really rough time with COVID this season. This will only be their 5th game of the year. They're 1-3, 8 goals for, 20 goals against. We've talked a lot about their outstanding junior goaltender, Nick Piazza, but they have a first-year coach, Greg Chamberlain. He was an assistant at Canton, which means he was an assistant at one of the best public school high school hockey programs in the state. He's bringing a new way to Attleboro, Kevin.
New way, yeah. He's a young coach. He's trying to leave his mark on the program, which is great. He's got keys to the game tonight that he's been kind enough to give us, that he's given his team, and he's just trying to instill this whole team attitude. And we've seen it with the first couple games that we've done. They're very committed to playing their position.
Yep.
They're very committed to not panicking with the puck and have a purpose. One of his goals tonight is when on offense doing a 1-2-2 forecheck to help cycle through. So it's something to look for when they break the puck out on offense.
Another difference this year, he's generally rolling out 4 lines. For the last few seasons, Attleboro's been a 2-line team, and Greg wants to change that.
Yeah, he's trying to build the program up. He's got his younger players, on the third and fourth line. He's trying to get those guys to talk to their friends and younger siblings at the younger levels, build up the middle school, and get a whole foundation going, a la Canton, a la Franklin, and use the rink here in town.
Franklin, their starting front line will be Lovett, O'Neill, and Conley. Sheehan and Dolan are the defensemen. For the Bombardiers is Parker, Diggin, and Aiden Dryowitz up front. Owen Dryowitz and Sean Marshall, the first defensive pairing. Franklin moving left to right as you look at your radio dial. Attleboro right to left. Attleboro pins it in offensively, kept it in with a nice forecheck by Aiden. Since Aiden and Owen Dryowitz are both playing, we're going with the first names only tonight. Puck is smacked down into the Attleboro defensive end. Icing is waved off. Battle in the corner. Declan Lovett in there for Franklin. Again, only 3 in those boards battles. Franklin comes away with it. Number 19, Conley. He's got 13 points on the year. There's Aiden Diggin defensively for the Bombardiers, breaking up the play.
Aiden's been their fastest skater in the games that we've seen, and Coach Chamberlain agrees with that.
Yep. Slap shot from the left point goes wide. That came off the stick of number 27, Dolan, one of the senior captains. Attleboro trying to break it up, and a stolen shot saved by Piazza off the stick of O'Neill. Here comes Aiden Diggin up the middle of the ice. Gets back by the defensive challenge of Dolan, but now he's triple teamed, dumps it in, avoids the hit. Bombardiers will go for a line change.
Quick shifts for Coach Chamberlain to start the game.
Down the right wing is J.T. Dwyer. His dad's one of the assistant coaches for Franklin. Whoa, in front. Oh, and jammed in by number 28, Ben Jarzos, his 7th goal of the year, 10th point.
That's the last thing Attleboro needed at the 124 mark of the first period to get their first goal by number 28. You mentioned Paul.
Ben Jaros?
Yes, thank you. That's it. 7th goal of the season to go along with 3 assists and 10 points on the season. We'll see if we can get an assist on you. It looked like it was just a little scrum in front of the net, and he just kind of jammed it home, and Maiko is unassisted.
That's what you call, folks, a dirty goal.
Yes. It looks like an icing on Franklin, so they'll
Yep.
bring it all the way back to the right.
And to newer hockey fans, dirty goal is not an insult. That means a goal and a tough scrum in front of the net, usually generated by hustle.
A lot of hustle and just not giving up.
Flynn in the face-off circle for the Bombardiers, but it's won by Franklin. I apologize to Panther fans. I missed who their center was there.
They waved off that icing.
Tracked down by the Bombardiers. Troy Pluitt goes in front. Piazza jumps on it. Piazza, a junior now, his second year as a starting goaltender for the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers. Last season, 489 saves in 19 games for a .911 save percentage. And, of course, he had a couple of shutouts. And remember, against Mansfield and Canton, held both those teams to 1 goal.
Yeah, player of the week.
Yep. There's a breakout. Aiden Diggin coming down the right from above the face-off circle. His shot, first save by Franklin goaltender Jack Patterson. Kevin, give the fans Patterson's numbers. They're impressive as well.
Yeah, not bad. In 5 games, he's faced 110 shots. He's led it. He's made 100 saves. He has a .910 save percentage to go along with his 2.20 goals against average for the senior goalie for Franklin.
Magazoo in the face-off circle for Franklin. Austin Blaze for Attleboro. Blaze wins it, but quickly the Panthers pounce on it. Attleboro dumps in, abandons the zone. Now they'll try to forecheck with Aiden Diggin. Excuse me, that's Granny.
Coach Chamberlain wants Attleboro to have a 1-2-2 forecheck to hopefully create some space in front of the net and get some good shots when they're in the offensive zone.
Magazoo up the right side, well defended by Sean Marshall. Puck is at Marshall's feet, but he didn't know it. Magazoo comes up with it back to the point. Sheehan, there's your favorite, Kevin, the wrist shot from the point.
Shot from the point, you can control it.
Snapshot to the right of the net, and the backhander is wide by Magazoo. And their shot blocked there by Attleboro's number 25. That's Michael LaChance.
Play was whistled dead. The net was off its moorings. I think they whistled it right before that last shot went off.
Okay. Score is 1-0 Franklin, 12:23 to go in the first period. I've got to remember to give the score often for our radio listeners. Peter Bray does an outstanding job on graphics for the TV viewers. Hell, they don't need us for TV. Wait, I better not say that out loud. It's in front, Piazza diving on it. 73 players piled up in the crease. Crossing pass just misses the stick of Magazoo.
Oh,
and it's it again, deflected home. That looks like number 5. Nope, that's number 6 with the goal, the center, Justin Magazoo. Well, he started it all. He gets credit for the goal.
Yeah, on that one, it looked like just a simple centering, and I think it was just deflected. I didn't have a real good angle on it. There was a lot of people down in front of the net. But 2:54 into the first period, it's 2-0 Franklin. Franklin out shooting Attleboro 7-1 in the early going.
Well, we mentioned a lot of people in front of the net. I believe that was part of the 73-person pileup in the cage.
That's a good point.
And I'm sure those figures are accurate. 2-0 Franklin Panthers. Hold on, Kevin, take over a second. I got to fix my mask.
Absolutely, no problem. Franklin controls the puck in their own zone. Outlet pass to number 19, picked up by Attleboro, and I'll let you take over, Paul.
All right.
You didn't miss much.
The clear is broken up by Aiden Diggin, who's been active early for the Bombardiers. He dumps it in, and a 2-man forecheck now as Diggin joined by Nate Parker. Putting the pressure on, Parker comes up with a steal. It's tipped away, kept in at the point by Troy Pluitt. Pluitt, the defenseman, pinches all the way down, taking on 2 Panthers, broken up by Conley of Franklin. Kept in at the right point, though, by Logan. It's the best pressure the Bombardiers have had today.
Yeah, Attleboro playing with a little more sense of urgency as the period unfolds in front of them, already trailing 2-0.
Cleared. Franklin clears it out of their zone, puck free in center ice. Dumped in by number 9, Lovett, the first-line center. Bombardiers dump it back to the Panther end.
One of the things Coach Chamberlain warned his Attleboro teammates about, the game was 4-2 till the very end, where it became 6-2 the other night. He said, beware, Franklin's going to come out firing tonight, and they have.
Pass in front, goes to the left side, unable to control it and get a shot off was O'Neill. Rolls through the crease again, knocked out of there by good work by Pluitt on the defensive end. Wrist shot high over the net by Sheehan. Excuse me, that's number 9, Lovett.
Franklin doing a nice job of putting the pressure on in front of the net, looking for another dirty goal.
Wrist shot from the left-hand shooting J.T. Dwyer. We're at the other end of the rink, and we could hear that hit Nick's pads.
Yes. Attleboro ices it, but they desperately needed a line change. Unlike in the NHL, you can change the line on an icing, and that's what Attleboro takes advantage of.
10:21 to go here in the first period at the New England Sports Village. 2-0 Franklin Panthers. Their second-year coach, Jack Patterson, played high school hockey at Medford High and college hockey at Suffolk.
Nice.
You know what that means?
Smart.
Couldn't get into Bridgewater. Cleared out of the front, out of the danger zone by Attleboro's Austin Blaze. They try to attack down the right, but the puck ends up in the Franklin bench, and Attleboro's Owen Graney ends up slammed against the boards.
And Franklin taking little liberties there with Owen Graney. The puck went into the Franklin bench, unintentional.
Yeah. Christian Shabik with the hit for the Panthers.
I just noticed Franklin hanging the number 10 jersey
Yes.
in honor of A.J. Cueto.
And AJ's Army behind the Attleboro bench.
Yes.
Dumping it in is Will Sheehan into the left corner. Oh, nice move by Franklin's number 28 to keep the puck in. Jaros, he's got a goal tonight. Pass out in front, broken up by Attleboro's Marshall.
Nice play by Marshall, staying to his position, clearing the puck away from Piazza.
Franklin back in their own end, taking it behind his net is senior captain Pat Dolan. Dolan gets it up to Shabik. Into center ice, Marshall for the Bombardiers with the steal. Long shot on goal. Patterson, Jack Patterson makes the save, the senior goaltender. Now I know why Coach Anthony Sarno was giving me funny look. I was talking to him before the game. I kept calling him Jack Peterson.
That's what he sent us in the stats, Peterson.
Oh, was it Peterson or
Yeah,
Patterson?
I got Peterson, and that's what he sent us.
Okay, so I'm going to go with yours then, because the Hockomock Sports roster, they had Patterson.
Oh, they do have Patterson. Sorry.
Well, no, I imagine the Franklin roster is more accurate, so we will go with Peterson.
Actually, I'm sorry. Go with Patterson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was I typed it wrong. We're going to go with Patterson. I thought you were supposed to make the mistakes, not me.
That's right. Leave the mistakes to me. There's a stretch pass out to number 16 for Franklin. His backhand shot saved by Piazza, number 16, Dylan Marchand. 6 goals, 9 assists on the season. Last year, the HockomockSports.com underclassman of the year, they said he was fast. They said it right.
Showed it there, and Piazza did a real nice job of blocking what most goalies will tell you is the toughest shot, the backhand shot.
And there's Attleboro's Aiden Diggin, the Bombardiers' fastest player, to the left wing. Parker shot, score! Nate Parker with the goal. Aiden Diggin with the assist, who might be shaken up. He slammed into the boards, but it's 2-1.
Huge goal there, a 2-on-1 break. They took advantage of the break, coming back, showing some speed in the other direction. Making the score 2-1, 6 minutes and 4 seconds into the period. We've already seen 3 goals.
What a beautiful breakout by Aiden Diggin. We were just talking about Marchand's speed for Franklin. Aiden Diggin flashes his speed for the Bombardiers. And just when the Franklin defense thought he was going to shoot, he delivered the pass to his left to Parker.
And Parker went right in and delivered a beautiful wrist shot right past Patterson for the goal to make it 2-1, cut that lead right in half. Now Attleboro skating with a little extra jump in their step right now.
We've talked before, Kevin. Many say the third goal of a hockey game is the most important.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, now Attleboro's within 1 instead of being down 3. It's huge. Psychologically, they're right back in it. It's early in the game. Piazza made a beautiful save on a backhand shot on a breakaway.
Yep.
And Attleboro comes right down and scores right after that save.
Pass in front, broken up by the Bombardiers. And that's knocked down to the Franklin end for an icing by number 16 for the Bombardiers, Jake Ward, their second line wing. They'll change it up.
Really quick, for anybody that watched the game 2 nights ago, you'll notice that they played 2 halves. In Franklin the other night, we're back to the traditional 3 periods. Tonight, what I don't know is if they're going to clear the ice after the first period or wait until after the second period.
Face off, won by Franklin. Quick shot, right pad save, Piazza. I believe that shot was number 10, Connor O'Neill. Up to the point, that shot is blocked by Attleboro's Owen Graney, but it gets in behind the net. Again behind the net. From the left circle, pass in front, broken up by the Bombardiers, LaChance. Oh, who was that? I looked down at my program for 1 second. What happened, Kevin?
They just spun around and just shot it right back on Piazza. Piazza's ready for it. We've talked about Nick in the past, very strong positionally. Does not get flustered. will give up, the occasional rebound. He's working on that. He's doing a lot better job with that as well, working with his goalie coach.
I believe that was Declan Lovett with the shot. He's got 12 points on the year, 6 goals, 6 helpers. Attleboro wins the faceoff, dumps it into the Franklin end, no icing call. Nice forecheck by LaChance. They get by Diggin up the left wing. That's Sean Conley. Knocked off the puck, but stays with it. Marshall behind the net. Tries to get it to Diggin, tries a self-pass off the boards. Does not fool Justin Abele. That's why he's a captain.
Yeah, very nice play by Abele.
Joe LeBlanc, who just his 4th game of the year, I believe. He had some COVID issues early, number 2. One of the captains just, whoops. LeBlanc was on the list for Hockomock Dock Sports of 10 players to watch this year, and people haven't been able to watch him much.
Did you hear the story about Franklin's captains this year?
Yes, I did. We'll get to that in our break in the action. Attleboro clears it. It'll be handled by the goaltender, Jack Patterson.
They waved off the ice until Patterson played it.
And a nice forecheck by the Bombardiers. Scoring bid by Parker. Patterson with a save. Quick breakout the other way. Shot from above the left circle. Saved by Piazza. Shabak with the shot.
That's a real good shot going 1-on-2.
Yep.
And he got off a real good wrist shot there.
Behind his own net, trying to clear it is Aiden Dryowitz. Can't get it out of the zone. Wrist shot from the point. Knocked down on the way there. Tipped just wide of the net.
Bouncing puck there. Goes to Piazza's left. Caught a break there. That puck was bouncing all over the place.
Down the right side. A shot fired by Jardos.
Rebound save as well.
Wow. Follow-up shot was number 23, Shabak. Attleboro trying to come the other way. Down the right wing for the Bombardiers is Aiden Dryowitz. Shot, right pad save, Franklin's Patterson. A little steam on that shot.
Nice play by Patterson, too. Saw nobody on the right wing, so steered the rebound to the right side, out of danger.
Granny dumps it in. Forechecking is LaChance, delivers the hit. Follow-up forecheck by the Bombardiers' Austin Blaze as the puck is behind the Franklin net. 2-1 Franklin, 5:30 to go. LaChance drives it into the corner to the right of the goaltender. LaChance on the goal line, tries to tip it in front, but it was tipped away. Nice work by Dolan.
I think if Michael LaChance had a chance to do it all over again, he would have seen he had a clear shot at the net. He just spun the other way.
Trying to dump it in, broken up by Franklin. Nice play. That was number 6 for the Panthers, Magazoo. Attleboro player loses a stick. Here's an attack shot from the right circle. Left pad, Piazza. Boy, has Magazoo been active for Franklin.
15 shots for Franklin through the first 10 minutes of the period.
Coming down in from the point and firing a shot from above the right circle was LeBlanc wide. Now it's the Panthers with a forecheck. LeBlanc pinches, makes a seal. Fired in from the right point all the way to the left corner.
Attleboro has their third line out there right now. They take another icing.
Just misses putting it on goal.
And Attleboro gets a line change and gets their first line back out there. Some good action in this period. First 15 shots for Franklin, 5 for Attleboro, 2-1 score with 4:23 left in the period. Been physical at times, been fast at times, and both goalies have made some real nice saves.
Conley in the face-off circle for Franklin. Parker for the Bombardiers, Dryowitz for the Bombardiers. Marshall chases it down, takes a hit. A lot of action down in the corner where it's tough for us to see. Right point shot by McKinnon goes off the leg and wide of the net. O'Neill's leg.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that made it to Piazza or not. Did not make it all the way to Piazza.
It went off O'Neill's leg and bounced wide, and Aiden Diggin ices that.
And this might be, been a lot of icings, but this might be part of Chamberlain's plan with the team. Stay in control, play your position, don't get rattled, don't panic.
Yeah.
He doesn't want them just chasing around. He wants them very committed to their position and just get the puck out of trouble and then reset everything.
Attleboro wins the faceoff, but cannot clear the zone. Who's that at the right point for Franklin? Great job. That's number 29, McKinnon.
Franklin's done a real nice job of keeping the puck in the offensive zone several times.
Crossing pass to the Bombardiers, Aiden Diggin. This is his third foray on the right side. Shot from the circle, saved by Patterson, and then bounces off the post. Patterson's best save of the night.
Diggin has a real nice move on the right wing where he can turn the defenseman around a little bit to gain some offense.
Declan Lovett showing some speed. Piazza ties up the puck. It'll be a face-off to his right. 2-1 Franklin. 3:20 to go, first period.
The net's off the moorings. Remember the game against North Attleboro? It was off the moorings for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Then North Attleboro gives up a goal. Hey, the net's off.
Yeah.
They disallowed the goal.
They took the goal off the board. And
with 6 seconds left in the period.
We're Bombardier fans, but the net being off the mooring had nothing to do.
It went right down the middle.
With North putting that puck in the net. Wrist shot from the point, trying to tip it in front was Shabik.
It looked like it was steered to his left, and I don't think it went on net.
That
the net off again?
Yep, that shot did not. We've noticed of the two rinks here, the premier rink and the secondary rink, that goal at that end of the premier rink pops off its moorings more than any other.
Yeah, and it's always the if you're going left or right on your radio dial, it's always the left pipe that seems to come off.
Well,
the left mooring.
Our left.
Yeah, going left or right across the radio dial.
Wrist shot from the point, save Piazza off the stick of Pat Dolan.
3 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first period. 2-1 Franklin. Franklin out shooting Attleboro right now, 16-6.
Face-off win for the Bombardiers' Colin Flynn, but again, they can't clear it out. Rolls off the stick of the Bombardiers' freshman Dane Holsky. Finally, they clear it out. Franklin gathers in the neutral zone. Resuming the attack, Will Sheehan. Holsky picks it off, though. Nice play by the freshman. D to D in the back line. Franklin keeps it in thanks to the work of Ben Jars. Plew with the puck. To Holsky. Kept in by Ben Jaros. Ben, I'm getting sick of saying your name, son, which is meant as a compliment. Left point, snapshot wide by Pat Dolan. That was Jaras who kept that puck in again, but I'm refusing to say his name. We have a quota, folks.
Are we keeping time of possession by any chance in the offensive zones? Because Franklin has clearly dominated that.
I am feeling a crick in my neck right now, Kevin. Wrist shot tipped over the net. Wrist shot taken by Will Sheehan, tipped over the net by, you say it this time,
Ben Jaraz. A minute 54 left in the period. Faceoff will be outside the zone as Franklin shot it off the net. Came back like a pitchback, if you remember that.
Really? Yes. Oh, God, yeah. There was a time in my youth where every yard had a pitchback and a tetherball pole.
Tetherball, yes.
God.
You are old.
I am old. Abel D up the right. Heck, I'm so old, lawn darts were legal when I was a kid. Abel D tries to pass it out front, knocked away, all the way to the point. A slap shot by Dylan Marchand. Blocker save, Piazza. Wow, driving in another shot by Marchand.
That looked like a shot in anger.
Yes. Mazagoo with the puck.
Nice play by Mazagoo. He saw the opening and drove right up the middle and got a nice wrist shot off.
Yep, a lot of help for Marshall, too, in front there. Flicking it high, going with infield fly rule approach to clear the puck.
Good play to clear the zone with a minute left in the period. Attleboro was able to get a full line change.
Quickly counterattacking is the defenseman Abely. Goes high, but wide of the net. Boy, how did he get that puck so high, so close to the net? Crossing pass, just misses connecting with Magazoo. Wrist shot wide. Piazza got his glove on it, follows up with a rebound. That shot was Justin Abely.
Nice play by Franklin to keep the puck in the offensive zone. If the right point does not keep it in, Nate Parker is going in on a breakaway.
Yep. It's funny, we know the captains for Franklin are Abely, number 3, number 10, O'Neill, and number 27, Dolan. Abely's first shift didn't really do much. I was wondering why he's a captain. Every shift since then, he's shown me why.
Sometimes it takes a shift or two just to get into the flow of the game, get used to the different ice surfaces. And
yeah. Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Now I see. Puck behind the net. Piazza doing a full splits in front. My groin's hurt just watching him. Pass out to the point, wide open, LeBlanc. His shot's wide of the net, short side. LeBlanc pinches in and hops over his stick, but he's bailed out by Declan Lovett. And then LeBlanc pays him back by trying to pass it to Lovett. That's broken up by Aiden Diggin. Here comes Diggin again with his speed down the right wing, through the legs of the defender.
He five-holed the defender.
Yes, behind the goal, but his crossing pass was blocked by the skate of Declan Lovett.
That should just about wrap up the period. It does.
2-1 Franklin after 15 minutes of play. Kevin.
Fast period, no penalties. Franklin definitely had the control and edge in the play. The number 17 team ranked in the state.
Yep.
You would expect them. However, it's 2-1. And I can't tell if I don't see the Zamboni coming out. So we may just have a quick 5-minute break.
Yeah.
And then they're going to start out, which we can't tell. Like, they're leaving, but there's no Zamboni coming today.
I'll tell you what, we'll take a break, and during the commercial break, figure out what the heck's going on. I'm Paul Healy. He's Kevin Callahan. You know your name. We'll be right back.
All right.
Funding for this station is provided by Fisherman's 3 Restaurant. Have a craving for fried or broiled seafood but don't have time to drive to the Cape? The Fisherman's 3 Restaurant, located at 411 Old Colony Road in Norton, has shrimp, scrod, and lobster made to order. Their seafood arrives daily from the ocean to your table with other menu options available. They're normally open every day, but now have special COVID hours of Friday and Saturday, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. for takeout or sit down. They're also currently hiring. For more information or to order, you can call 508-222-8090. Do you need help with a do-it-yourself project and don't know where to start? Eastern Supply, 40 North Main Street in downtown Attleboro, has been supporting the greater Attleboro community for over 80 years. More than just a hardware store, Paul and his family are available to help with your purchasing decisions, from plumbing to general construction and most everything in between. Eastern Supply is open every day, and you can contact them at 508-222-1557. Eastern Supply, where together we can do it yourself. Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back. We are in between the first and second periods of the game of Attleboro versus Franklin. They are clearing the ice, so the game will resume in about 6 or 7 minutes. The score right now is Franklin 2, Attleboro 1. Goals by Franklin, Ben Giraz, his 7th, and by number 6, Justin Magazoo, his 5th. Attleboro counters with a goal by Nate Parker, his 2nd of the season. 2 shots on net in the first period, unofficially, of course. 18 for Franklin, 6 for Attleboro. So we'll be back to live action in just a few minutes. Thank you for joining us here on AACS Sports and WARA Radio.
L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com. Funding for this station is provided by Fisherman's 3 Restaurant. Have a craving for fried or broiled seafood but don't have time to drive to the Cape? The Fisherman's 3 restaurant, located at 411 Old Colony Road in Norton, has shrimp, scrod, and lobster made to order. Their seafood arrives daily from the ocean to your table with other menu options available. They're normally open every day, but now have special COVID hours of Friday and Saturday, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. for takeout or sit down. They're also currently hiring. For more information or to order, you can call 508-222-8090.
Welcome back to the New England Sports Village.
18.
All right. Hold on, I'll turn your mic down. Welcome back to New England Sports Village. 2-1 is the score. Franklin leads between periods. Could not get into the official scorers section over in the rink. But we have the first Franklin goal scored by number 28, Ben Giraz. Assistant coach Chris Dwyer does not believe there was an assist on that. He said the last player to touch the puck was an Attleboro player before Giraz smashed it into the net from the right post.
Yeah, I think we speculated on that one that there might not have been an assist on that one. And hey.
Yeah, we did miss the assist. The second Franklin goal was scored by Justin Magazoo, assisted by number 27, Pat, that's why he's a captain, Dolan.
No, we can't get them all right.
That made it 2-1. We did have the Attleboro goal at 6-4, correct. Aiden Diggin with the assist. Just a gorgeous pass to his left, and Nate Parker put it into the back of the net.
Yeah, and that's that's Attleboro's first line. It's the 9th goal of the season. That line is responsible for 5 of the 9 goals, so it's good to get that line going. Second line responsible for 2 goals themselves on the season, so they can get their 2 lines going. 2-1 game. Never know.
I also had a chance to have a brief conversation with Jack McKinnon's father. We were joking back and forth before the game. I think some of the Franklin parents might be drinking heavily, Kevin, because according to Jack McKinnon's dad, they're enjoying the broadcast a great deal.
Oh, great. Yeah, okay. Well, it is Friday night, and cheers to you.
2-1, Franklin. We're going to take one final break and then come back with third period action here.
Or second period, because we play them one
Good
at
point.
a time.
Wow. For my radio show, Pontificating with Paul and the Proletariat, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. till noon, 1320 WARA and WARAradio.com. Give it a shot. When the show's good, it's very good. When it's bad, it's utter drivel, but it's never average. We have a bell dedicated to my mistakes. Good thing that's not here tonight. We'll be right back.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
I was going to go over to ask one of the Attleboro coaches about the assists.
Funding for this station is provided by Fisherman's 3 Restaurant. Have a craving for fried or broiled seafood but don't have time to drive to the Cape? The Fisherman's 3 Restaurant, located at 411 Old Colony Road in Norton, has shrimp, scrod, and lobster made to order. Their seafood arrives daily from the ocean to your table with other menu options available. They're normally open every day, but now have special COVID hours of Friday and Saturday, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. for takeout or sit down. They're also currently hiring. For more information or to order, you can call 508-222-8090.
You're listening to WARA 1320 AM Attleboro.
Are you looking for more opportunity? The Literacy Center is here to help. We have free year-round classes in English, computer literacy, and high school equivalency. With the help of teachers and tutors, you can prepare for your citizenship test, make a resume, get ready for college, or learn how to speak better English. Classes held during the day, evening, or on Saturdays. View our website, theliteracycenter.com, or call 508-226-3603. The Literacy Center, building a better community.
Welcome back to the New England Sports Village. Kevin, it's high school hockey, so we can't be overly critical when talking about the players. That doesn't apply to the Zamboni driver. He's
Nah.
going to have to make an extra loop.
He's got that very thin strip down the middle, and he can't let it go.
Right.
And, we'll let you know in a second if he lets it go or not. As long as he doesn't drive into the boards
Yes.
and force the game to go to the secondary rink. Not that that's happened before.
Really.
And he is doing the loop.
Yes,
to
there
get
he
the
is.
last little
One
stretch.
more time to get that strip. Must have been a math equation problem or something. And for the Franklin fans, the Attleboro fans know this story. The first year of the New England Sports Village, Kevin and I are calling a game. They're cleaning the ice after the second period. The Zamboni comes down to the end of the rink, and is it going to turn? Is it going to turn? It never turned, smashed into the boards, knocked out one of the corner pieces of glass. They have replacements for all of the straight pieces of glass. They did not have a replacement for one of the corner pieces of glass. We had to pick up all the equipment, switch to the secondary rink to call the third period.
I think the rink had been open for, a month?
Maybe.
And I think there were some fire alarms going off before the game started as well. The Zamboni goes into the board, so it's always something to look and see. And
just for the record, we never saw that Zamboni driver again.
they were hiring immediately for new Zamboni drivers.
One last break, and we'll come back with second period action, as it took them a little longer than expected to clear the ice.
L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com. Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Welcome back to the New England Sports Village. I'm Paul Healy, along with Kevin. That's going to leave a Mark Callahan as we get ready for second period action. 2-1 is the score with Franklin ahead. Yep.
We've talked, as everybody has talked during the pandemic, of all the negative things and everything bad for the last year. There's been a couple of good things that have come out of this in the coverage of high school sports. This game is live on YouTube right now.
Yep.
That's never happened. And other games are live
Yep.
throughout the state. Reminds me, if you are watching the game live on YouTube, if you could give it a little click, a little like button, let us know you're watching. Hello to Papa Hool for watching.
Oh, excellent.
Hello to Greg Chamberlain's parents in Florida if they're listening and watching.
Yes.
So we're all over the world, as you like to say.
The world. And yes, there's also a Healy, please shut up button. Please don't click that. It's bad for my fragile self-esteem.
But I invented that one.
Yes, all right, Kevin. I thought it was the lovely Carol.
We collaborated.
Yes. Attleboro will be skating left to right here in the second period. What were the shot on goal totals, Kevin?
I just added them up. Glad you asked.
Okay.
Franklin 18, Attleboro
It's
6.
a finely oiled machine, folks.
Exactly. So really quick too is Coach Chamberlain. He had his keys to the game going in. Don't puck watch, people watch. Keep your head on a swivel.
Yep.
Be ready for Franklin playing a stronger game than the other night.
Yep.
And Franklin came out and Attleboro withstood the punch.
Yeah.
And then fought back, which was good. Generate offensive forecheck. He wants to go to a 1-2-2 forecheck in the offensive zone. And don't panic. Don't chase the puck. Commit to your position.
Yes.
When they have those breakdowns, that has led to some goals in the past. So it's commit to the team concept, and the positional concept.
First line is out for Attleboro. Aiden at center, Aiden Dryowitz with wings Diggin and Parker. Aiden with an assist today. Aiden Diggin, Parker with the goal. And which line is that for Franklin? At center for Franklin is the Sean Conley line. Owen Dryowitz tries to clear it out of his own end. And Kevin, I think it's official. I don't believe Zach Pierce is playing today.
Yeah, it's something that we were looking for. He was supposed to be second-line defenseman. Heard rumors of a potential shoulder injury, and to be honest with you, that he may have hurt in the Franklin game. I was hoping he'd be playing. He's needed.
Pass in front, broken up by either Aiden Dryowitz or Marshall. Owen Dryowitz and Marshall, the top defensive pairing. And there goes Marshall. Dryowitz started last season as a forward and then out of necessity moved back to defense. Found out he liked it. He's been there ever since.
And you need strong guys on defense that control the puck and commit to.
I was going to say, how's that for timing? Dryowitz just made a defensive play.
We're rolling this period.
Conley keeps it in for Franklin, drops it back to the point, dumped in by Dolan. Dolan kind of like I was going to say kind of like the Torrey Krug of the Panthers, an undersized defenseman. And right before I got to say it, nice shoulder check, Pat.
He shoulder checked. Diggins stood him up, and then he fell down. Good physical contact in the game.
Wrist shot, left pad save. Crossing pass, shot is wide by Ben Jaros. Initial shot was taken by Connor O'Neill. Right pad save by Attleboro's outstanding goalie.
And a glove save there by Nick Piazza. Wow. Nick Piazza had the right stick save and had the good frame of mind to steer it to the right boards. Yep. And then that one, he caught it with his, as Doc Emmerich would say, his catching glove.
Yep.
As opposed to his other glove. Right. And the faceoff will be to the left of Nick Piazza.
Flynn for Attleboro against Dwyer of Franklin. Franklin controls. Shot is wide of the net. That shot was by number 23, Shabik. Right below us, a big hit between Attleboro's Ward and Franklin Giraz. Panthers keeping the pressure on. Right of the net, it's Obledy. Pass in front. Beautiful shot, save. And then in the rebound, the goal. So one assist to 28. The other assist is going to go to 3. And the goal by 23. All right, so on the goal is Christian Shabik. On the assist, Giraz and Ableby.
And for Shabik, that is, let me find it here. That's his first goal of the season to go along with 2 assists. Christian Shabik, first goal of the season, puts Franklin up 3-1 on a puck that Nick just couldn't get a handle on, and a rebound, and they punched it home.
Play started by number 3, Justin Ableby. That's why he's a captain. 3-1, Franklin.
Shot high over Piazza, over the crossbar, as Franklin continues to mount the pressure.
Wow.
Getting a little extra motivation for that goal. It's always funny how teams get motivated, skate just a little bit harder the next shift. Franklin out shooting Attleboro almost 3 minutes into the second period, 5-0 this period, and own a 23-6 shots advantage in the game.
There we go. Little headset trouble. I'm back.
I thought that was Carol that had the headset trouble.
Yes,
that you mentioned on your show quite often.
Franklin clears it out into the Attleboro end, but Aiden Diggin is there to stop the offensive foray, and Aiden will counterattack up the right side. From the right circle, stop, sets, back pass. Fielded by Aiden Dryowitz, who keeps it in. Behind the net, left point. That's Isaiah Silva. Tries to go to the right to Owen Dryowitz, but it's broken up by Franklin. Nice job by number 8. Who is that? Dominic Lampasona.
I think Owen wanted to dump that in a little bit further into the zone and just kind of tipped off his stick, didn't get everything on it.
Marchand involved in a big hit. Crossing pass, save, and then a follow-up save off the stick of Magazoo. He broke his stick.
You don't see that too often in the high school game.
Yeah. Ooh, Aiden Dryowitz with a smooth move into the right corner. Centers it.
Loose puck.
Patterson doesn't know where the puck is, but it rolled behind the net and it's cleared out. Who was that defenseman who saved him?
Number 5?
Number 8.
8, sorry.
Not a defenseman. That's Lampasona again.
That could go for ice. No, they waved off the icing.
Chasing it down is Attleboro defenseman Marshall on the offensive end. Huge hit by Franklin's Lampasona. What did they say to him before this shift?
Didn't know if the referees might see something. Came up a little bit high with the elbow. I'm glad they didn't call it because it looked clean. I just didn't know. Sometimes they get funny with their calls.
He and Owen Dryowitz exchanged words, but maintained composure there.
No icing as the referees deemed he was over the red line.
And then Owen Dryowitz yells at the Franklin bench as he goes to the Attleboro bench. We could do without that.
That deflected off the collar of the Franklin defenseman and almost trickled past Patterson.
Franklin counterattacking up the right
there's
wing.
Zach Pierce.
Zach Pierce off the post. Our first ping of the night. Declan Lovett shot off the post.
The rumors of Zach Pierce's injury have been greatly exaggerated.
Here he is. He's back.
And Attleboro with a shot on net. Patterson covers up as he kind of caught it high. So we didn't call Pierce's name in the first period. Maybe he talked Chamberlain into playing in the second period.
Or maybe we missed him.
Or maybe we missed him.
Does look like Attleboro's been shuffling the defensive pairs a little bit here in the second period. 9:55 to go in the second period. 3-1 Franklin. Marshall keeps it in at the left point. Trying to chase it is Owen Granny. Fires it in front. Peterson ties it up as there's a kerfuffle by the side of the net. Kevin, this period's been a little chippier than the first.
A little bit chippier. You know, it's the fifth period that these guys have played each other in 48 hours. They're starting to know each other pretty well, and things will just get a little bit chippier. Attleboro standing toe-to-toe with them. Sometimes when the team isn't as talented, they need to throw their weight around a little bit more just to show that they won't be run over.
Great job off the face-off by Connor O'Neill. Comes the length of the ice, fires from the left circle, left pad save, Piazza. Attleboro clears the zone, and an Attleboro player was crushed right in front of the Franklin bench. I think the hit was by number 5, Will Sheehan.
No penalty, and it was a referee right there. So
wow. And getting up is number 25, Michael LaChance, skating to the bench, and that's good to see. That hit literally below the number 10 jersey on the Franklin bench in honor of A.J. Cata.
Yeah,
Bishop
right under him.
Wow.
They're checking him out. Pat Dunn, the athletic trainer, is over there checking him out.
And
skated off under his own power.
Yeah, no, and the Franklin bench, to their credit, they exploded with enthusiasm when the hit was made. When they realized the chance was shaken up, they quieted down.
Yeah, they
right
quieted
away.
it right down.
Yeah.
And face-off will be a center ice because of that.
Face-off.
I was going to say, the kids get excited for big clean hits. Absolutely, they should.
Dryowitz won the face-off for Attleboro, but Franklin is now counterattacking outside the right circle. Quick little flip pass. Carrying it behind the net is Connor O'Neill. Connor O'Neill drops it back to Connolly. To the point. LeBlanc, his shot wide of the net. Blue tries to chase it down for Attleboro, but it's gathered in by Connolly. Gets it to the right point. Shot is wide by Abley. Silva behind his own net. Trying to get to Blue, but it goes all the way to the forward Parker. Now Parker takes it back behind his own net. Gets it to Aiden Diggin right below us. Diggin fights off a check. Shot is wide of the net by number 23, I believe. That's Shabik, who's got a goal tonight. Puck is in front, cleared out by Silva, gets to Aiden Diggin. Aiden Diggin from the right to the left to Nate Parker. Parker dumps it in on the goaltender Patterson, face-off.
Nice outlet pass to Parker to generate a little bit of offense, a little something out of nothing. I was watching that last shift, and telling me I was watching the Attleboro players, and after talking to Coach Chamberlain, how he wants the kids to commit to their position and not panic. Boy, they are committed to their position. They're not stepping out of line. Sometimes that might lead to an extra shot by Franklin because they're not taking chances, but you can see Coach Chamberlain putting his imprint on the team early.
Coming down the left wing, trying to pass it in front. That's Ward. Ward gets it back from Owen Dryowitz. No icing is waved off. It's off a Franklin stick. It goes to the corner to the right of their goalie.
I think the referee missed that. I think that was icing.
Franklin dumps it in. Piazza puts his glove over it. He's shielded by Luke Logan.
It was the far referee that waved off the icing, too, right away. He said it was tipped, but we actually had a real good angle on that.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't see a tip.
In the face-off circle for the Bombardiers will be Colin Flynn, the second-line center. And he'll match up with number 11, J.T. Dwyer. 4 goals, 4 assists in the season for Dwyer. Dwyer wins the face-off. Attleboro can't clear. Turn, shoots. Right pad save. Another shot by Shabik. Out top, now over to the left circle. Pass in front. In front again, Shabak's shot is stopped by the right pad of Piazza. Attleboro clears it out of the zone. Nice work, Owen Dryowitz.
Nice work by Nick Piazza. Again, able to keep the puck close to him. Franklin couldn't punch it home. Piazza had the pad down.
Onside, coming into the zone is J.T. Dwyer. Dumps it in wide of the net. 3 Panthers chase. Now 2 out in front of the net. Oh, just wide as Jaraz's short attempt goes wide. Panthers keep the pressure on. Behind his net is Luke Logan. Luke Flynn tries to get it out, but he can't thanks to the point work of Will Sheehan. Flynn chases it for the Bombardiers, takes the hit from Ben Jaraz. Shot in front, saved by Piazza. That off the stick of Dominic Lampasona. 6:52 to go, second period, 3-1 Panthers.
When talking to Coach earlier, talk about Piazza and how much he likes his game, how stable it is. One thing he did say, he'd like to see Nick a little bit more aggressive. When the skaters come near the crease, get him out of there. Be a little bit louder to his teammates, to be a little bit more aggressive to the other team. Let him know he can't just waltz in here.
Yeah. One of his strong suits is his poise, and he never gets shaken.
Right. But like with any athlete, you see something that you like, and it's great, and you build on that.
Yep.
What's the next step? Okay, next step. Let's get a little bit more aggressive. Let's get a bit more vocal. You know.
Hard slap shot from the point off Justin Abely. That's the hardest we've seen anyone fire the puck tonight, Kevin.
Yeah.
That was a bullet over the net. LeChance tries to break it up. Kept in, though. Abely again. This time a wrister to the right. Back to Abely on a give and go, and the shot is wide. What a beautiful fundamental play between Abely and Magazoo.
Fantastic puck movement by Franklin, and it looks like this will be our first penalty of the game.
Cross check.
At the 8:54 mark of the second period.
And Franklin's Justin Abely was heading towards the bench, and the referee said something like "wrong door."
You're going into the little bench.
Yes.
And feel shame. So the first power play of the game. Fantastic opportunity for Attleboro to get right back in this. They're down 3-1, 6:06 left in the second period. And Attleboro looks to control the faceoff.
8:54 is the penalty for the cross check. Franklin wins it and clears. Owen Dryowitz behind his own net. Forechecking is Connor O'Neill. Nate Parker in his own end. Gets to the Franklin blue line. Dryowitz tries to get on the right wing, but he's beaten there by Connor O'Neill. Owen Dryowitz at the right point keeps it in. Left side, Marshall. His shot doesn't make it to the net thanks to the work of Will Sheehan. Back to Marshall at the left point. Broken up. Who's that? That's Sean Connolly. Almost a breakaway, but the Bombardiers have it back. Aiden Diggin trying to generate speed. Trying to get behind the defense, but aggressive play by Jack Patterson, the Franklin goalie.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about with Diggins. Sorry, Piazza, and that's what Patterson did. So take lessons from your counterpart. 200 feet away.
Marshall up the right side to Aiden Dryowitz. Dryowitz is broken up by Pat Dolan. Now
40.
Owen Dryowitz decides to circle back. 39 seconds left in the power play.
Good patience.
Yeah. Marshall with a puck in his own end. Just 25 seconds left on the power play. Aiden Dryowitz could not get it past Dolan. Nice play, Dolan. And now Franklin putting pressure on, but it's broken up by Owen Dryowitz. Following it up is J.T. Dwyer. Dolan at the point, smacks it in. Marshall gets the puck out, but takes the hit from Dwyer.
The penalty against Attleboro.
So 6 seconds left on the penalty to Abely of Franklin, and going to the box. Is that 3 or 13, Kevin? It's 13, Aiden Diggin.
And the only reason why I knew it was a penalty, at first I thought it was offside, is the whole Franklin bench put their arm up.
Yeah.
So that's at the 10:39 mark. of the second period. Diggin goes off. I didn't see what the call was. I didn't see the referee's movement. But a 2-minute minor, so both teams will skate 4-on-4 for 6 seconds, and then Franklin will have a power play.
Attleboro wins the faceoff. Nice work, Austin Blaze.
Unfortunately, that's icing because it's 4-on-4.
Oh, that's right.
So they won the faceoff and they iced it. Now there's 1 second left on the 4-on-4.
Yeah.
Now if the exact same thing happens, you could argue that it won't be icing by the time he actually gets the puck and ices it.
3-1 Franklin, 4:06 to go. Again, the faceoff is won by Attleboro's Austin Blaze. But Franklin takes over and keeps it in. Their pass is errant, and they have to regroup in the neutral zone. Look, make sure there are no Romulans there. Sorry. Down the right wing. Back up to the point. Right point, left point, now from the middle. A blast, blocker save. Will Sheehan with a shot, Piazza the save. Attleboro gets it out, Blaze chasing it down, looking for a breakaway, but Sheehan will get there first.
But a good forecheck, good body by Blaze down the far end of the ice. Kills a few more seconds. Still 1:15 to go on the power play. But Attleboro putting the forecheck on. But here comes Franklin back the other way. 3-on-3.
There's Marchand. We can tell by his speed now. Don't need to see the number 16. He can fly. From the left corner to the right point. Aberle down to the right half circle. Half wall, excuse me.
Ooh,
Did he
they
get it
kept
out?
it in. No, they kept it in.
Wow.
Nice play.
That was Aberle who kept it in again.
One of the captains.
Yep. Again at the right point, Justin Aberle. 4 goals, 7 assists on the year. Oh, he's broken up. That's number 5, Nate Parker, Attleboro's goal scorer.
He's had a nice game, Parker. He's been all around the puck. He's been very active around the puck, having a nice game, and he's got the goal.
30 seconds to go on the power play.
And he swings and misses. Sorry,
Dwyer gets through 3 bombardiers, puts the shot on Piazza. Nick makes the save. And there was an example of Piazza's poise. You look sometimes for the goalie to move first and put it in the empty spot. He didn't do it.
Didn't move. No, that's one of his strong suits. But like you said, with Patterson down the other end coming out, take that chance.
Yep.
Be a little bit more aggressive. You know, you're part of this as well.
Yeah.
Going that way, you know.
Attleboro draw. Owen Dryowitz takes it behind the net. Cannot bank it out, though, because of Pat Dolan.
Just 5 seconds left on the Franklin power play.
Right point is Sheehan. Sheehan's shot is tipped by Attleboro's Austin Blaze. Goes behind the net. Attleboro will try to clear. Dolan won't let them. On a second attempt, LaChance gets it out of the zone. And now Attleboro will go. They will not go on offense. Broken up by Franklin.
They wanted to go on.
Yes.
Nice
Shot, glove save. Justin Aberle.
The Sports Illustrated special.
Yes.
Flash in the glove. 1:54 left in the second period.
Wow.
3-1 Franklin. Out shooting Attleboro again, unofficially.
Yeah.
18-3 this period.
Wow.
2-period total of 36-9.
Sean Connolly wins the draw for Franklin. Back to the left point. Dolan walks in. Shot. Stick save. Piazza. Coming up the left side for Attleboro is the freshman Dane Holsky.
No icing.
Dolan will get there first. Dolan wears number 27, but with his playing style, should he be wearing 47?
Exactly.
Bruins fans know what I mean. Franklin coming in. There's a nice defensive breakup by Owen Dryowitz. Puck bounces back on Owen's stick. Flips it out of the zone. Justin Aberle. Aberle is there. He dumps it in. Piazza handles it. Gets it to Owen Dryowitz. Owen can't clear it because of Pat Dolan. Onto the stick of Conley. Nice pass, and just wide of the net, Justin Magazoo.
Magazoo wanted that one.
Oh, a blast from the point by Justin Aberle. Stick save, Piazza. Left corner in front. Holsky is there, but he cannot clear because of, say it with me, Pat Dolan. Right corner, left circle. Shot blocked by Owen Dryowitz. Ward for Attleboro cannot clear it. Behind the net, it's Marchand, excuse me. Pass in front, broken up by Holsky. Barely clears it. Patty Dolan will track it down for Franklin. Long shift.
A couple Attleboro players trying for a line change.
Yep. Owen Dryowitz flips the puck out. Big hit on the far end of the rink, and here comes Franklin. They would have had numbers, but Owen Dryowitz broke it up.
Nicely with 10 seconds to go in the period.
Here comes Franklin now. Dumping it in is, I believe, Shabik. Nice work done by Dylan Marchand in the left corner. Marchand. And that will end the second period. 1 goal in that period for the Franklin Panthers, scored by number 23, Christian Shabik. His first goal of the year, along with 2 assists. Primary assist goes to number 28, Ben Giroz, who also had the first goal of the night, and number 3, Justin Abiley. Kevin.
Interesting period. A little bit different style, a little bit more physical that period, a little more chippy than the first period. I thought it was well played. Again, Franklin kind of dominated the overall possession, offensive zone presence, but and outshot Attleboro 19-3 that period. But it's weird. It's Attleboro's playing a good game. You just have 2 programs in 2 different states right now. And Franklin, number 17 in the state, and Attleboro still a Division III hockey program. In essence, trying to build.
Yes,
a program.
and Attleboro goaltender Nick Piazza, he's been one of the best players on the ice tonight.
He's been stable, unflappable. You know.
We'll be back after this on AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA Radio.
Funding for this station is provided by Fisherman 3 Restaurant. Have a craving for fried or broiled seafood but don't have time to drive to the Cape? The Fisherman 3 Restaurant, located at 411 Old Colony Road in Norton, has shrimp, squid, and lobster made to order. Their seafood arrives daily from the ocean to your table with other menu options available. They're normally open every day, but now have special COVID hours of Friday and Saturday, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. for takeout or sit down. They're also currently hiring. For more information or to order, you can call 508-222-8090.
Are you looking for more opportunity? The Literacy Center is here to help. We have free year-round classes in English, computer literacy, and high school equivalency. With the help of teachers and tutors, you can prepare for your citizenship test, make a resume, get ready for college, or learn how to speak better English. Classes held during the day, evening, or on Saturdays. View our website, theliteracycenter.com, or call 508-226-3603. The Literacy Center, building a better community.
This is a message from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Older adults and people of any age who have serious underlying medical conditions are at higher risk for severe illness from COVID-19. If you are at higher risk, you should stay home as much as possible and avoid close contact with people who are sick to protect yourself. Call your doctor if you have concerns about COVID-19 and your medical condition, or if you get sick. For more information, visit cdc.gov.
We're going to go back to a commercial break in just a moment. I'm the play-by-play man, Paul Healy. Our color commentator is Kevin Callahan. As your play-by-play representative, whatever, tonight, there's something I've forgotten to do, so I'll let you do it, Kevin.
With the YouTube
Yes,
channel,
yes.
if you are
you know
watching
what I
on-
was supposed to mention like 2 or 3 times
No,
already.
if you're watching on YouTube, and if you could, hey, give it a like. You got about 7 or 8 more minutes before the next period starts. So go to your computer, give it a like. It's we like to know you're out there, you're watching. We know, hi to Bill McDonough. Welcome back, Liam, who graduated.
Oh, great.
What they call it, basic training.
Oh,
so
good for him.
yeah, doing fantastic. And thanks for watching and listening, Bill McDonough. We know Papa Who's listening, and know a whole host of others are out there
Excellent.
listening. But go out there and give it a like.
And we heard after the first period from Jake McKinnon's father, we've got some of the Franklin
Got the
fans
Frank-
fooled as well.
Exactly. So, and we do have clarity on the Aiden Diggin penalty. It was tripping. We missed it. As I said before, found out that we rely a little too much, I think, on the PA announcer, and there is none.
Exactly. We'll be right back after this. After 2 periods of play, it's Franklin 3, Attleboro 1 on AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA.
You're listening to WARA 1320 AM, Attleboro.
Do you need help with a do-it-yourself project and don't know where to start? Eastern Supply, 40 North Main Street in downtown Attleboro, has been supporting the greater Attleboro community for over 80 years. More than just a hardware store, Paul and his family are available to help with your purchasing decisions, from plumbing to general construction and most everything in between. Eastern Supply is open every day, and you can contact them at 508-222-1557. Eastern Supply, where together we can do it yourself. W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
Welcome back to the New England Sports Village as we're still waiting for the ice to be cleared. The Franklin Panthers came into this game with a record of 8-1, and boy, oh boy, do they look like an 8-1 team as they held a 3-1 lead over the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers. So this is their 10th game of the season. They've now scored 60 goals on the year. They have allowed 15. For the Bombardiers, only their 5th game, 1-3 coming in. They've scored 9 goals in the season, allowed 23. And once again, those shot on goal numbers, Kevin?
Yeah, very impressive for Franklin. A two-period total, 37 for Franklin, 9 for Attleboro. They outshot them 18-6 in the first period, and Franklin outshot Attleboro 19-3.
Wow.
That period. The play of Nick Piazza, basically the only rebound he did not control in the second period, led to Franklin's only goal of the second period. So he's playing really well, playing a real strong game. They're very reliant on Nick this year for Attleboro.
And we see now Coach Greg Chamberlain. He's with his assistant coach in the bench area, and the players are in the far corner of the rink. So that's sometimes what a coach does. You say what you have to say, and then let the players figure it out.
You've coached, I've coached, and sometimes there's nothing to say. It's
or nothing new.
let the captains take over. Let them all lead by example. Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of captains. We didn't at the beginning of this year, Franklin, because of COVID, decided to go with all 12 seniors.
Yeah, as
we're going to be captains and lead the team something different. And according to the Franklin coach, I guess
Anthony Sarno.
Thank you.
Yep.
The players themselves voted to go back to the traditional tri-captain, 3-captain, and that's what they're at now. They went by the vote. Coach said he respected their decision. And went with it. He wanted to try something different because of COVID and everything, and has Connor O'Neill, Justin Abley, and Pat Dolan as the 3 captains. And 3 good choices.
I was going to say, the way they played tonight, they all earned it, except for that first shift by Abley.
Oh, yeah,
But
exactly.
but no, one of the basketball games we covered, every senior on that team was a captain. And I asked the coach about it. He said, we didn't think we were going to have a season. And the kids couldn't play ball. I wanted to at least give them something to put in their resume.
Yeah, exactly.
And
yeah.
so,
Well, I think that's why you've seen a big push for the high school sports to return for 2 reasons. One, sometimes this is their only sport that they play, and they give it a chance. And then there's 2, the 7% that do want to go on to play a college sport. They need to play to get some film or get some word of mouth going about them. And the high school season is the best way to do it.
Yeah.
So.
And, of course, when they send clips out with me calling the game, the coaches usually, can you turn that down a bit? Your kid looks great, but just turn it down a little.
They've been working on that at the high school with the sound manager. They're able to mute you.
Okay.
So,
You know,
No.
I was buying that for a second. I'm a little technically deficient, folks.
I did see a video of a soccer player, and it's pretty cool with you doing the game, and these are clips that they're sending to prospective colleges because the colleges who haven't been able to get out to view people either. So the whole recruitment thing is just way off this
I
year.
hope you're not talking about Jackson Singer in the game where he had 3 assists and I only gave him credit for 1. Anyway.
Or the North Attleboro game where you didn't know who the
All right,
quarterback-
that's a different story. The Franklin fans don't have to know that story, Kevin.
It's a good one, Franklin.
All right. Someday, folks, someday. 3-1, Franklin over Attleboro. We'll take one final break. 15 minutes to go in this hockey game on 1320 WARA and AACS 15 Sports. How dare you bring up that North Attleboro game.
Funding for this station is provided by Fisherman's 3 Restaurant. Have a craving for fried or broiled seafood but don't have time to drive to the Cape? The Fisherman's 3 Restaurant, located at 411 Old Colony Road in Norton, has shrimp, squid, and lobster made to order. Their seafood arrives daily from the ocean to your table with other menu options available. They're normally open every day, but now have special COVID hours of Friday and Saturday, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. for takeout or sit down. They're also currently hiring. For more information or to order, you can call 508-222-8090. L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
Welcome back to the New England Sports Village, a beautiful facility down here in Attleboro, Massachusetts. And Kevin, both teams look pretty revved up to play this third period.
They do. If Attleboro is a little bit louder coming out of the Let's Go Attleboro chant coming out, we'll see if that translates into anything. But Franklin was pretty loud themselves.
Yep.
3-1 going into the third period, 3 15-minute periods. So now, Paul, we're in the third period.
There we go. Ben Giraz, Justin Magazoo, and Kristen Shattuck, the goal scorers for Franklin. Nate Parker off a great assist by Aiden Diggin for the Bombardiers. 3-1 Panthers. Panthers heading left to right here in the third period in their navy blue uniforms, sky blue trim. Dumped in by Pat Dolan. And I'm not sure, in one place it's Pat, another place it's Patty.
Yeah, I saw it on Hawk as Pat, and then Coach sent it to us as Patty, and then he sent us an email with some line change and it said Pat. So,
and we have determined Jack Patterson is correct.
Yes.
I was able to yell down to him between periods and ask him. And then we learned the team wise guy is Dominic Lampisona.
Every team needs one.
He
or
kept
two.
saying, no, go with Peterson. So I yelled to the Franklin team, who's the team wise guy. They all pointed to Jake. Excuse me, Dominic.
Franklin wants a tripping there. I agree. That's a good non-tripping call. It was, in my opinion, just an inadvertent fall.
Dolan dumps it all the way in, and he was too far back. That'll be icing.
Yep.
So face-off to the left of Jack Patterson. Attleboro's had a ton of icings tonight, not many for Franklin.
No, as a matter of fact, I think that might only be the first or second one,
Wow.
to be honest. I really don't remember too many. The face-off will be to the left of Patterson. Attleboro's going to have to start taking a few offensive chances. They know Piazza's playing well, and they're going to have to take a few offensive chances, get some more shots on net, generate the offense that Coach Chamberlain wants.
Behind his own net, nice work by Joe LeBlanc fighting off an Attleboro check, and here come the Panthers up the left side. Shabak tries to dump it in, cleared out of there, I believe. That's number 12 for the Bombardiers, Zach Pierce. Attleboro tries to counter. That's stopped by LeBlanc. Going into the corner for Franklin is, whoops, can't be a number 13. There's no number 13 in the program. LeBlanc's wrist shot is tipped, trickles to Piazza, now off his pad and behind the net.
That took a few hops and
Really?
bounces.
Shot save with the right Left
Whistle
pad
be-
by Piazza. Whistle, yeah.
Whistle before the shot. Remember, there's like a slight delay on the whistle. They press the button. So it looked like as the whistle came out was when he shot. I'm not sure what he's calling, but the faceoff's out of the zone. Offside?
Either that or a hand pass in the offensive zone.
Yeah, I didn't see him do the hand motion, but yeah, probably a hand pass.
3-1, Franklin. Another face-off win for J.T. Dwyer. What year is J.T.? Another senior, one of the 12 seniors. Cycling now behind the net, try to tip it in front. Good defensive work by Zach Pierce. Panthers really keeping the pressure on. Kept in at the right point, ably. Oh, there's nice defensive work. Who's that for the Bombardiers? Dumping it out. That was number 10, Austin Blaze.
Very nice. He's had a nice game, too.
The chance for checking with Graney. Attleboro keeps it in from the right. Dwyer with shots. Chest save by Jack Patterson.
One of the things that Coach Chamberlain has talked about is playing strong positional play, staying with your position. And I believe that the players are buying into it because as you watch the game, you see that Franklin's much faster than Attleboro. But Attleboro's kind of offsetting that by playing a strong positional game. Taking away some angles on them as well.
Marshall tries to chase the puck down in his own end. He gets there first. He's being pressured by Justin Magazoo. Marchand now comes away with the puck. Kept in by Dobson. Knocked out, though. Nice aggressive play by the Bombardiers' Aiden Dryowitz. Here comes Aiden digging down the right. Tries to spin away from Will Sheehan. Will Sheehan wins that battle. Will Sheehan, not a bad defenseman, folks.
This Franco team is loaded, top to bottom, with some good senior leadership. An icing there, though, so the faceoff will be to the right of Patterson. 11:58 to go in the game.
Good
3-1.
Good pressure applied there by Aiden Diggin as well.
He's used his speed to his advantage at this game. He's made some nice moves coming down the right wing. A few times coming down this end.
Flynn in the face-off circle for the Bombardiers. He wins it. Ward's shot, though, is wide from the left half boards. Kept in by Silva at the right point as he pinches down. Attleboro down 2, taking a few more risks here in the third.
They're going to have to, like we mentioned before, just over 11 minutes to go in the game, down 3-1 and being outshot 3-1, 4-1.
Dylan Marchand uses his speed to get the puck deep into the Attleboro end where Marshall chases it down, gets it over to Silva. Yeah, they've changed up the pairings. Marshall's playing with Silva now a lot.
And Coach said that to me earlier in the year, too. He's going to try and tinkering with things, too, just to see what can catch a spark.
Ooh, shot. Did that hit the post? Joe LeBlanc with the blast.
I thought it went just wide, but it might have caught the post.
Bounced all the way out to center ice, so you're probably right, Kevin. LeBlanc at the right point, very physical. Strong on the puck. His shot saved Piazza. Rolling in front in kind of a dead area. Attacking it was Marshall.
Marshall looking for a penalty. I think he could have been right. That hit was off the puck and he knocked him down.
Screaming into the zone is Justin Magazoo.
And I'm assuming offside.
Yeah.
But he was alone. So did he put himself offside? Because it didn't look like he put himself offside, but he was all alone going into the zone. He had a right winger, but he hadn't gone into the zone yet.
10:44 to go. 3-1. Franklin. Attleboro hanging tough. Again, Franklin was ahead 2-0 after 2 minutes and 54 seconds of this game.
Right. Icing by Attleboro, and then Nate Parker, got the goal to make it 2-1, and it's been very even. Like I should say even. Franklin's been dominating, but they offset each other. Very low scoring. Piazza has stood on his head at times.
Face-off win. Shot is tipped high. Pat Dobson again keeps the puck in at the point. It's almost like he's psychic. He knows exactly where to be on that blue line. He reads the play so well. There he is again.
You could take some chances, too, when you're up 3-1 and go after the puck where you rely on your goalie to keep the lead. And he's won every chance he's taken.
Scrum in the corner. Attleboro tries to break out, but it's broken up by the aforementioned Patty Dobson. Great pass from Sheehan up ahead to, sorry about that, Conley. Attleboro breaks it up. Aiden Diggin leads the way after the puck, but it's icing. I would like to see Aiden Diggin, number 13 for Attleboro, and number 16, Dylan Marchand, just line up and have a good old-fashioned sprint race.
One of those in the skills competition that they have at the NHL All-Star game.
Yeah.
I think Marshall might be a little bit fat because he flew by us one time.
That's,
It's like, wow. But Diggin is clearly one of the fastest skaters on the ice and the fastest one on Attleboro.
Yes. Face-off win, back to the point. A blast by Justin Abel. He never gets through. It's stuck in the uniform of Attleboro's number 15, Hayden Dryowitz.
Guess he gets credit for a block.
You can't close your fist on the puck in the defensive zone, but you can get it caught in your pants.
Exactly.
Franklin wins another face-off. They've had the edge in the face-off circle most of the night. That puck is tipped into the netting.
Face-off will be to the left of Piazza. 9:38 left in the game. 3-1 Franklin. And no, I guess because Franklin shot it, they're going to move the puck outside the zone.
It's been our choppiest period. We've had more whistles, it feels like, in the first 4 minutes of this period than we had.
Attleboro's out shooting them 2-1 this period.
Wow.
We're 5.5 minutes into the third period.
Puck is driven all the way in to Piazza's left. Attleboro chases it down, but they cannot clear. Back to the middle of the point. LeBlanc has his pass stolen by Parker. Attleboro tries to counter with Diggin coming up the left this time.
Good idea by Diggin, but better defense by Franklin.
Exactly. Shabak coming in. The shot is wide of Piazza. Won't get credit for a save, but boy, he's quick. Big hit by Aiden Diggin. Puck is in front. Diggin with another hit, and taking it behind the net is Plew. Franklin gets it back, turns, shot. That was J.T. Dwyer, but I don't think it got through.
Oh, nice pass.
Here comes Marshall, the defenseman, on the offense. Backhand pass to Parker. Didn't get all of it on that backhand. Goes wide of the net.
Offense.
Sorry.
Hey,
I think Marshall's been Attleboro's best defender tonight.
He's played very well, very consistent. Another whistle. You're right. The first two periods had some flow to it.
Yeah.
And this third period, we're almost halfway through it, just hasn't had much flow to this period. Which Attleboro might be happy with, because Franklin's clearly the faster team.
Looking up at our engineer in charge, Jim Jones looks a little colder this period, doesn't he, than he did the first two periods?
He does. Maybe he should give that a like button. Hit that like button, Jim, and show us how much you're enjoying yourself tonight on YouTube. And you two at home can hit that like button.
Nice work by Dolan. Double team by the Bombardiers. Who's number 4 for Attleboro? Brendan Raymond with a nice play.
Third line defenseman.
Yeah.
I believe.
Bombardiers. Yeah, fourth
line offenseman. Sorry.
They got a mix here. Franklin in their own end. There's, Dolan on the left. Sneaky speed up the left boards. Get by 3 Bombardiers. Centering pass just broken up. And that was broken up by, who's number 16? That was Jake Ward. The good news is he broke up Franklin's offensive foray. The bad news is the pass went for an icing.
Yeah, he tried to connect with his centerman, and he just missed it and went for an icing. And he knew it, too. He threw his head up. He wasn't happy with himself. Right idea, just the execution wasn't there. But you're right about the sneaky speed up the left side. I think that speed caught Attleboro's by surprise. They took the wrong angle on it for probably the first time tonight on the angles.
But it's funny how the human mind works. We'll get to that in a second. Diggin trying to rush. He's broken up by LeBlanc. I was going to say that Ward made 2 nice defensive plays, 1 missed pass. Guess what he'll remember after the game?
That's the one that'll wake him up.
Yeah. LeBlanc behind the net. Aggressive forecheck by Owen Graney. And Owen Graney
clean hit. That wakes up the Attleboro bench.
Hip check. The ghost of Johnny Busick. Hip check.
Right at center ice.
Behind the net, LaChance centering pass. Broken up by Patterson. Goes to Aiden Dryowitz. Another save, Patterson.
Patterson hasn't been tested all that much, and he was up for the challenge there.
Aiden Diggin and Marchand just had a collision and went down.
Getting physical.
Yep.
Both teams are riled up.
Slap shot by Abley. Trying to tip it was a Franklin forward. Ended up knocking it down. Oh, that was Lampisona.
Nice
Shot
shot.
is blocked by Aiden Diggin. Diggin trying to break the other way. Can he control the puck?
Nice play.
Oh, and broken up at the last moment by captain Justin Abley. There's Marshall with a steal. Nope, getting it back is Abley.
The penalty coming up on Franklin. Hitting from behind, or
I think it's going to be a trip on Abley, and that was the hustle of Sean Marshall. Abley, I think, thought he was out of the play.
Yeah.
Marshall hustled back into it, caught Justin by surprise, and the tripping ensued.
at the 8:45 mark, Attleboro goes on their second power play. And that's his second penalty
Yeah.
of the game. Attleboro 0 for 1 on the power play. They are out shooting Franklin 4-1 this period for a 3-period total, 38-13 in favor of Franklin. Here's an opportunity. Attleboro's been a little bit more aggressive, and Franklin, I think, maybe a little bit surprised by their aggressiveness.
Face-off win by Sean Connolly. Franklin allowed to clear the zone. Marshall's on it. Gets it over to Owen Dryowitz. Owen comes up the left side as I've developed the hiccups. Taken out of the play by Will Sheehan with an unintentional assist by the official.
Yes. Not the hardest hit, but very effective hit by Franklin to knock him off the puck.
Aiden Diggin coming up the left side now. Left circle, stops. Fights off a check by Sheehan. Puts it behind the net. Parker goes in after it, but is cleared out of there by number 27, Pat Dolan.
Dumped right back in. Attleboro switches up one forward for another.
Yep. Keeping in the zone was Jake Ward, but it's back on the stick of Will Sheehan, and he blasts it down from left to right. Chasing it down is Owen Dryowitz. Drops it for Marshall. Forecheck by number 19, Conley.
55 seconds left on the Attleboro power play. 5:05 left in the game.
Owen Dryowitz. Again, Owen flips it up with that infield fly rule approach.
That's been effective, though.
Yeah. He's done it 3 times. It's worked twice.
Yeah. Good batting average.
Behind the net, Colin Flynn. Can't clear it at the left point. Owen Dryowitz, his wrist shot is wide of the net. Bounces out on the right side. Marshall pinching in, covering for him on defense is the freshman Holsky. Owen Dryowitz has it now. Back over to Marshall. Whoops, misplay. Stolen by, Conley, but he dumps it in for a line change.
Attleboro 10 seconds on the power play. Does have time for another rush here. They can gain the offensive zone.
Ward dumps it into the left corner. Blaze dumps it in. Ward chases. Franklin cannot clear because of the work of Isaiah Silva. Penalty is over, but Attleboro trying to keep the pressure on. Jake Ward, long wrist shot, blocked by Ben Giraz. Scored the first goal of the night. Again, when you think of it, Kevin, Franklin, 2 goals within 3 minutes, only 1 goal since then.
Right.
Coming up the right for Franklin is TJ Dwyer. He's got some good speed, gets it to Connor O'Neill, but in the words of the great Mo Howard, they've got to spread out.
They do. And 2 quick shots there by Franklin. Just their second and third shots of the period. Attleboro out shooting 4-3.
Yep.
Just 3:42 left in the game. And Franklin just now picked up the second and third shots of the period.
Wow.
Attleboro's just been playing a little bit more aggressive. Franklin's been a little bit back on their heels, just a little bit this period, which they can afford to do up 3-1.
Yeah. Face off. Bombardiers, they won the face off, but can't clear the zone. Nice work there on the far side, I believe, by Giraz. Behind his own net is Holsky. Now Blaze trying for it. Taking it behind the net is Shabik. He's got a goal. Out to the point. Long wrist shot. Right pad save. That was off the stick of Giraz. Trying to clear it out. Nate Parker cannot do it because of Will Sheehan.
Good intensive forechecking by Franklin to keep the puck in the zone with just over 3 minutes to go in the game.
3-1 Franklin, wrist shot from the point, doesn't get through. Attleboro tries to counterattack. Flipping it down ice was Owen Graney, but stopping him was Sheehan.
Franklin was trying to catch him in a line change, but then Franklin went into a line change as well.
2:45 to go. Attleboro needing 2 to tie this up. Here comes Aiden Diggin. He's got an assist tonight. Kept in by the Bombardiers. Dryowitz, the Aiden variety. Oh, and
They went for a hit and they checked each other.
Aiden Diggin of Attleboro and Aiden Dryowitz slammed into each other as the Franklin player ducked out of the way.
They went to go make a little sandwich. They miss each other. And I'm sure they're not laughing about it, but
Really. Right side. Marchand's shot is blocked by Marshall, I believe. Gets back to the point. Here's LeBlanc. Hard wrist shot. Blockered away by Piazza.
nice save. That fifth shot by Franklin. 6-1 coming up.
Marchand,
doesn't
right
through.
circle, and instead of going for the shot, he tried to hit Magazoo, cutting to the net. Missed it by that much. Left point, Abley. Long shot wide of the net. LeBlanc keeps it in at the right point.
Franklin doing a good job of keeping it in an offensive zone. I'm sure Attleboro's thinking about pulling Piazza, but they can't if they can't get the puck out of the zone.
And I was just going to say, Attleboro needs a whistle. There are 5 tired skaters out there. It takes more energy to chase the puck than to pass the puck.
Just a minute 36 left in the game. We hope you're enjoying this game on YouTube. If you are, give us a like. Let us know you're enjoying this. Very few benefits of COVID, but being able to watch live high school sports is one of them.
There is no such thing as a good loss, as I believe Attleboro has taken a time out here. I mean, a loss is a loss, but Franklin is a dynamite high school hockey team, and Attleboro's within 2 goals of them.
Yeah. No, I was thinking that a few minutes ago. You took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, there are good losses and bad losses, and this is a building, and they still got a chance.
Yeah.
I think they're going to pull the second they get the opportunity. They're going to pull Piazza to try and get the 2-goal equalizer. They can't yet, but they showed themselves that they can hang with a power.
Yeah.
You know, it's like almost like last year's 1-0 loss to Canton.
Right.
And then Mansfield. You know, they got Mansfield coming up soon. Attleboro does. Mansfield's down. That's a very winnable game.
Yep.
Where in past years that might not have been. You know, and you see the commitment. You know, Coach Shimlin gave us the keys to the game. You see the commitment that they're giving him. They're very committed to their spot.
And you talk about positional playing. Another way, I guess, for Patriots fans, which I shouldn't mention since Tom Brady is about to lead the Bucs into the Super Bowl, but for Patriots fans, the way Bill Belichick might say it is do your job.
Yeah.
Don't try to cover up for someone else and what they're supposed to do. That's when you end up making mistakes.
And if you do go to cover up somebody else, talk, communicate. He's happy with the communication, and somebody else will take the spot. Like when a defenseman rushes the puck up, a winger will take his spot to cycle back. Same thing. So, yes, cover, but make sure someone's covering for you. Talk to each other.
Aiden Dryowitz will take the face-off for Attleboro, probably the most important of the game. Taking it for Franklin will be Connolly, and Connolly wins it. Huge draw for the Panthers. Slap shot from the point, wide. Goes behind the net. Fighting for it in the corner is Conley, along with Attleboro's Owen Dryowitz. Shot is wide of the net. Marshall chases it down behind the net. Attleboro still can't clear. There's only 1:15 left. Kept in at the right point by Sheehan.
And Franklin's plan looks to be just keep it in the zone. If they got a clean shot, take it. But if not, just clear it into the zone.
Attleboro gets it out, and the psychic Pat Dolan, always in the right place at the right time. The puck ended up at his feet. He blasted it back in.
Oh, Piazza was about to make a break for it. With just 50 seconds left in the game, he could not get out.
O'Neill on the right side, pass in front. Nice defense there by the Bombardiers. He was trying to connect with Conley, but they had him covered. Right side, O'Neill with a blast. It goes off Piazza's pads and into the roof.
Yeah, that's how hard that hit.
Wow.
I think that came off Piazza faster than it went at Piazza.
That must have hit his stick.
Yeah.
That must have hit his stick.
That rocketed off of him. Just a 6-shot on goal this period for Franklin. Attleboro has 4. 34 seconds left in the game. 3-1 Franklin.
And it does not look like the Panthers will not relent, and Attleboro will not get a chance to pull Piazza. Right circle, short shot, saved by Piazza, shot by Jaraz, scored the first goal. It was Jaraz. We've said it all kinds of different ways tonight. Hey, we got Patterson, right? What do you want from us?
They are pulling Piazza. There's 12 seconds left in the game. They pulled him for the extra skater. They're going to see if they can generate some offense.
And Franklin knocks it out of the zone. Senior captain Justin Abley
goes for icing.
Icing.
With 1.3 seconds. Yeah, he cleared it down the other end. It did go past the goal line.
Yep.
So 1.3. But just to continue to piggyback on the, it's going to be a loss
Yeah.
no matter what. You can gain confidence from this type of loss.
Aiden Dryowitz for Attleboro and Justin Abley for Franklin just shared a laugh.
Now these guys know each other. They
Yeah.
play against each other, maybe different sports.
And there it is. Franklin comes away with a 3-1 win. They scored 2 goals in the first 2:54. An unassisted dirty goal just outside the crease by Ben Jaraz. And then second goal was scored by Justin Magazoo, assisted by Pat Dolan, the defenseman who was just, you were talking about positional hockey a lot for Attleboro.
Yeah.
Take a videotape of how Pat Dolan plays. That's positional hockey.
Right, exactly. And it's like we said earlier, it's 2 programs in 2 different states.
Yeah.
and we kind of had to call the game that way, like Attleboro is in rebuilding or
Yep.
building mode, and Franklin is in contain and dominate
Yep.
mode. And that's why it probably sounds like we're giving Attleboro a ton of credit, but they came in as a big underdog.
Right.
And playing back-to-back nights of a fairly close 6-2, 4-2 to the late game became 6-2. I kind of expected Franklin to come out flying. They did.
Yeah.
They had 2 goals in the first 2 minutes and 54 seconds.
Yeah.
And it was 2-0. And I was thinking, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Here we go.
At
And
6:04 of the first, Attleboro tied it up. A great Aiden Diggin rush and dish to number 5, Nate Parker, to make it 2-1 at 12:40 of the second period. Franklin took a 3-1 lead. Abley to Jaraz to Shattuck to make it 3-1. That was our final score.
yeah, that was at the 2:12. That was early in the second period.
Okay.
So they went the final almost 2 full periods without another goal scored. And Piazza, roughly 40 saves on the night. I have the final shot tally at 43 for Franklin, 13 for Attleboro, 40 saves for Nick Piazza. And Patterson played strong as well. He wasn't tested nearly as much, but there was a couple times he was tested, and he was up for the challenge. Because he had long breaks. Sorry, he had long breaks without a shot.
Yeah, I'm Paul Healy. He's Kevin Callahan. Dave Angel on camera. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Most of all, thank you for watching and listening to this broadcast of high school hockey on AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA. Have a great night, everyone.
Funding for this station is provided by Fisherman 3 Restaurant. Have a craving for fried or broiled seafood but don't have time to drive to the Cape?